ElectroKinetic Solutions is a Canadian clean tech company specializing in developing electrokinetic solutions for environmental problems. The technology is based on the principles and chemistry of electrokinetics, specifically something called electroosmosis and electrophoresis. The challenge with consolidating oil sands tailings is the high fines content, clay particles. These particles stay in suspension for decades, preventing the tailings from being reclaimed. Electrophoresis drags these particles out of suspension. However, even then, the clay slurry that is produced consolidates very slowly. Electroosmosis acts on the slurry and sucks water out of the tailings. The result is that the EKS technology can accomplish in a couple of years what would take nature decades, if not centuries. As of 2018, 1,250 million cubic meters of oil sands tailings in Alberta are requiring treatment. This volume is hard to picture. Imagine if every Canadian household had a backyard pool. These tailings would fill each and every pool more than twice to an average depth of 2.5 meters. Despite the decades of research and large amounts of money having been spent trying to solve the tailings problem, current technologies are not able to avoid this volume increasing each year by another 25 million cubic meters, or by another 500,000 backyard pools filled to 2.5 meters. The result has been a major exodus of foreign investment out of the oil sands since 2016. The problem is so serious that the Premier of Alberta established an office dedicated to improving Alberta's ESG performance. ESG is the acronym for Environmental, Social Responsibility, and Governance Concerns. ESGs are a major factor in the social responsible investment movement, which is sweeping through the global investment community right now. By being able to consolidate immediately the huge legacy of oil sands tailings on the landscape, the EKS technology can improve greatly ESG performance of the oil sands industry. Albertans and Canadians will be relieved of this major economic and environmental liability. Most importantly, this liability will not be passed on to future generations, as is the case right now. The scale of oil sands operations is difficult for many people to get their head around. The oil sands tailings ponds are medium-sized lakes and are 60 meters or more deep. This scale is one reason that practically dealing with these tailings is difficult. However, the EKS technology is unlike any other tailings management technology. Current technologies require dredging the tailings out of these lakes, treating them, and then finding somewhere to dispose of them. A very expensive and time-consuming process that has serious environmental consequences. The EKS technology treats the tailings in place. No dredging or material disturbance is involved, avoiding the release of greenhouse gases and other toxics contained in the tailings. Further, the technology has no moving parts. There is nothing to break down or to demand maintenance and repair. ElectroKinetics works by running an electric current through the tailings. Long cables are suspended in the tailings. Once the electrodes are installed, the process in essence operates passively below the surface. If you saw a lake being treated with the technology, you would see nothing on the surface. Due to the simple nature of the technology from an operations perspective, scale is really not an issue. As long as the electrodes are long enough, the process works the same irrespective of scale. Stringing cables over a length of 5 to 10 kilometers across a lake is practically not complicated. We have strung cables across the Atlantic Ocean for many years. A comprehensive life cycle analysis of the EKS technology has recently been completed. The industry's methodology was used to analyze the EKS technology, and the results showed that the EKS technology is considerably less expensive than any of the current tailings treatment technologies being used by the industry today. For example, Over the life of the mine used in the LCA, the EKS technology represented a savings of $2.5 billion compared to the next least expensive technology. The industry LCA did not include ESG benefits. When the EKS technology was added, the LCA scope was expanded to include ESG factors. The results were quite remarkable. Due to the ability of the EKS technology to permit immediate reclamation of the tailings in the near term, its ESG performance is outstanding. For example, the technology can eliminate 12 million tons of fugitive greenhouse gas emissions from tailings ponds, in addition to reducing greenhouse gas emissions from mining, tailings treatment, and reclamation operations. When the economics of the technology are considered, along with its ESG performance, its advantages are clear.